My son was wrongfully convicted. How it has affected my life? Well, let me tell you. In December 2006, my son Dyshawn Johnson was wrongfully convicted of a crime he did not commit. I will never forget the day while sitting at his 6-day trial when the verdict came back guilty. I was numb to the point that I couldn't move. I just remember feeling pain. My heart was broken and I had feelings of being totally torn inside. I was trying to keep my composure and be strong at the same time for my son. Looking at him, I could see that he was trying to be just as strong for me. That was one of the hardest things I've had to face in my entire life. I will never forget the smirk on the faces of the prosecutors and the judge. Being a parent, you always want to show strength for your children. I had to stop and hold back the tears from falling from my eyes just to let my son know that it's not over yet. We will fight this, and we will get through this. My son has been locked up now for 12 years. The tears and the pain from him being gone has not changed. I often wake up out of my sleep thinking I had a nightmare, only to realize it's reality. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my child and how he has to deal with the daily life challenges of prison life. Just knowing how dangerous it is, it worries me. Some days are better than others, but I pray for him daily, that God will cover him with his blood, protect him, guide and direct his path, bring him home alive in his right state of mind. I also ask God to give me strength and endurance because when I think about his situation, it just breaks me down. Daily, I try to keep a smile on my face, pretending that every day is okay, when inside, I continue to crave my son being home. As the grandmother of his 3 sons, I've taken in 2 of his sons into my home, knowing they just want to be close to their dad. In absence of their dad, I try to be responsible for teaching his sons on how to be a man. It's hard when I speak to them knowing how they yearn for him. I know that I could never be the father that they need in their lives. Being a family-oriented mother and grandmother, I have missed my son being at the family gatherings and celebrations. It has not been the same, and I find it hard to have total joy. I feel like as if there's a link that is missing out of the chain. I miss his smile, his joy, and his laughter, and of course his physical body. Yet everyone asks about him and misses him. My heart aches for him. I will continue to fight for my son's life. My son being gone for these long 12 years has taken a toll on my life, mentally, physically, not to mention financially. I love my son and I feel that this was not fair. My spirit will never rest, and I will continue to fight for my son's freedom. I don't ever want to leave this earth not knowing that my son, Dyshawn Johnson, is not home. Please help me bring my son home. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dyshawn Johnson Jr. My father, Dyshawn Johnson, was wrongly convicted. I feel that me not having a father in my life has affected my life in many ways. As a kid, I did not have that father figure in my life to teach me how to be a man. I had to look up to my brother for that. I didn't have my father to go to any of my basketball games like all my other friends, or just pick up the phone to call my father and tell him to come to my games, or to even tell him about my games that I had. I really don't have that father-son bond with my father because during the time my dad went to jail, I was in elementary school. I wish I could say that my father knows me and that we talk about everything, but I can't. I just pray that things change and get better in the next couple of years.
My name is Kobe, and my father, Dyshawn Johnson, was wrongly convicted. Growing up without my father has really been one shock for me. Going so long without knowing who he is or his personality really put things into perspective. Even small things like seeing how we look like, or even little things that I get from him. I never got a chance to just bond with him and do father and son things every kid wants to do. So many opportunities I have missed not having my father around. Not having both parents in your life is a sad thing, and with my father being wrongly convicted, gets in the way of not only my father and I's relationship, it gets in the way of my other siblings' relationship with our father. Thankfully, I'm still able to see my father, but it's not enough to satisfy the void I have for not having him around, and at this point, I just like to have him home.
The pain and the loneliness have never gone away. I feel like our son was deprived of a true and good father. I feel that life has gone on without him, and it's been some of the hardest years ever. I know that he is a good person, and this should never have happened. And his conviction was just one of the most stressful periods of my life. To hear the lies that were told, to know that there was absolutely no evidence. I honestly thought that this would never happen. I honestly thought that he would walk away, but he didn't, and it's caused just a lot of heartache for our family. My baby has grown and grown. He was 4 when he left, and he's now 16 going on 17, and he didn't get to run down the field on the basketball run down the football field. He didn't get to cheer him on at a basketball game. He didn't get to just show him how to be a man. And it's just not fair. And I miss him. But I'm strong, and he's strong, and we'll keep fighting until he comes home.
Hi, my name is Dyshawn Johnson, and I'm doing this recording for my brother Dyshawn Johnson, who was wrongly convicted. Life has been really challenging since my brother's been gone. He left when I was 28. It's been 12 years. I'm 40 now. It has really affected my family to the point where our family kind of like fell apart when he left. He was our backbone as far as the male figure beyond my father, because that's just who he was. We miss him, we love him. It's hard because the only bond that my kids have with my brother is coming to the prison. I just wish he had come home. We just miss him very much. It's hard just talking about him. Every day is something new, something different. I miss all the times that me and my brother had together. It's really hard. Him not being able to be there for his boys. When I see my nephews, I see my brother, and it's kind of hard not having him around. We miss him, really do. And I wish he was here with us.
Hi, my name is Tamara Taylor, and my uncle, Dyshawn Johnson, was wrongly convicted. My life without my uncle has been really hard. He left when I was about 6 or 7 years old, so my memories kind of blur. But the one thing I do remember, like the back of my hand, is visiting him in that prison. Leaving the prison every time, asking why can't he come home with us? Asking God, why can't he just get up and just be released, be free, and come home with his family? It's really hard to grow up without your uncle, without him being here with everyone else, parties, graduations, prom, everything, he's just not here. And it really leaves a big hole in my heart knowing that he's not here and how he can't be a part of our lives, us growing up every day. I just want my uncle to come back home. It's really, really, really hard for us. And I just want him home. So I just pray every night that God covers him and protects him while he's in jail. And, I write letters to him asking him if he's okay. He's always putting on a brave face, for us. But I know that it's hard for him just as much as it's hard for us. So I just pray that the judge sees that he was wrongly convicted and that he can come home to us and our family, his kids and my siblings and my mom and just everyone.
Hello, my name is Dyshawn Johnson Taylor, and my uncle Dyshawn Johnson was wrongly convicted and sent to prison. My life without him has been really weird, and he wasn't there to see me go off to junior high and start my first year in high school, and it's been really rough without him. Everyone's saying I look like him in some way, and I just miss him so much, and it's so hard to talk about him, and it makes me so sad not to see him. And when I saw him in prison for the first time, I cried because I never thought he could be here. He was such a nice person. From what I've heard, he was such a nice and generous person. He cared about his family a lot. And when I got to leave the prison, I couldn't even go home with him, and I started to cry. Life has been really rough these past couple of years, and I just really want my uncle to come home and come spend time with his family, my cousins and my mom, my grandmother.